We have some audio that's been sent in to us as we are recording here in the future. Bill Goldberg, I guess, just appeared on a show, 93.7 The Ticket.
Wait a minute, are you Bret Hart? You got to call him Bill Goldberg?
Well, it says here on the screen, Bill Goldberg, WWE Hall of Famer.
Well, normally amongst all of us, wrestling fans, he's Goldberg, but Bret always had that. And Bill Goldberg, when he kicked me.
His name is Bill Goldberg. They called him Bill Goldberg on TV.
They called him Bill Goldberg.
Well, listen, we have some audio of Bill Goldberg here. Let's get your thoughts on this. Bill Goldberg talking about AEW.
I'm just kind of curious if you've ever had a conversation with Tony Khan about ever joining AEW at any point. I'm just kind of curious if that conversation ever even took place.
I've talked to him a number of times throughout the past, but, and this is where you're going to get the most blunt answer you're going to get from me. The product's too cheesy. The product is too cheesy. It doesn't deserve to have, whatever. It's not, you're really going to get me going, but if there was a comparable viable option as a competitor that would allow me to still look myself in the mirror after I was a member of their roster, then it would be a consideration, but not a chance.
Well, there's Bill Goldberg. Now, there were rumors in the early days of the formation of AEW that one of the booking ideas Tony Khan wanted to explore
Stop it.
I said there were rumors. I didn't say that anyone said this or that Tony Khan even said this. I said there were rumors that Tony Khan was a Goldberg fan and there were elements of Goldberg's past he wanted to bring back to TBS.
Fruition?
So that's 2019.
Well, and I would chime in on that conversation, but the only time that Tony's ever been antsy about the NDA that I signed with him back in, 2018 now, was when I emitted the name Bill Goldberg out of my mouth. But I think I can say this with some degree of safety. Of all the people in the wrestling industry, the veterans, the greats, the icons, I'm glad he said it because it's true, but it's him, it's Goldberg, of all the people who have given so many years that actually worked their way up in the blood and the sweat and the enduring the being fucked on payoffs and the brutal territorial road schedule and being away from their families and destroying their bodies and trying to uphold the honor and the integrity and the credibility of the wrestling. And it's Goldberg that is the only one that will come out and say, no, I'm not going to fucking embarrass myself being a part of that fucking program. I'm not going to take this fucking little Mark's money. Everybody else has done it. Well, except me and Bill Goldberg.
Can you imagine Goldberg Can you imagine he did a segment on Dynamite? He came in the back and Orange Cassidy was up next and they had to cross paths.
But say Goldberg was a professional athlete, and also he recognizes that he has accomplished something, especially in the wrestling business, because we've talked about it. It wasn't his fault that they gave him barely little training and threw him out there and smashed him over and gave him a lot of money to do it. It wasn't his fault. What was he? Oh, fuck you. But when it comes to going out and, embarrassing himself by people saying, oh, look at Goldberg, look how far he's sunk, or that type of feeling, he said, no, fuck it. I'll not be doing that. And I applaud him for that.
Well, there it is. Bill Goldberg, I guess, putting his foot down. He won't be working for AEW, it doesn't sound like.